BetSedec is an LA-based community nonprofit that provides justice, stability, and hope to those experiencing economic and social disparities. BetSedec provides free legal services, educates community members with the powerful knowledge of their legal rights, and uses our collective voice to reform systems. Our vision is to achieve equitable access to justice so that everyone can meet their essential needs and lead fulfilling lives. Small businesses are a key part of local economies and infrastructure. BetSedec's Small Business Development Project supports small business owners through legal representation and educational resources. We partner with the County and City of Los Angeles, pro bono attorneys, business community groups, and economic development organizations to provide free legal education, resources, and one-on-one legal assistance to low to moderate income small business owners and entrepreneurs. BetSedec launched its Small Business Development Project in 2016 to strengthen the economic base of underserved communities, including women, disabled, veteran, immigrant, limited English-speaking, LGBTQ, and BIPOC business owners. BetSedec's Small Business Development Project can help small business owners and entrepreneurs with forming a business, leasing commercial space, understanding contracts, fair employee practices, protecting their intellectual property, and more. Contact BetSedec's Small Business Development Project by visiting lalegalhelp.org or calling 866-375-9511. We offer services in different languages. This video was brought to you in partnership with the City of Los Angeles Economic and Workforce Development Department and BetSedec Legal Services. BetSedec is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
The Economic and Workforce Development Department's goal is to steer economic development in a manner that yields thriving businesses and creates job training and career opportunities for the City of Los Angeles. EWDD works every day to deliver a strong and committed workforce, maintain sustainable neighborhoods, and profitable communities throughout Los Angeles. Get more information at ewdd.lacity.gov. The City of Los Angeles Economic and Workforce Development Department, or EWDD, funds 10 business source centers across LA City. Business source centers offer free business consulting and technical assistance to help startups and operating businesses with permitting, access to capital, and marketing, among others. Services are provided at no cost to LA City business owners and resident entrepreneurs. Get more information at the link on your screen. Thank you for viewing this educational video. The information provided in this video is intended for general informational purposes only and should not be construed as legal advice. While we strive to present accurate and up-to-date information regarding small business laws and regulations in the state of California, laws are subject to change and may vary based on specific circumstances. Viewers are strongly encouraged to consult with a qualified attorney for advice tailored to their individual situation and to ensure compliance with all applicable laws. The content presented herein does not establish an attorney-client relationship, and we assume no liability for any loss or damage incurred as a result of reliance on the information provided in this video. You should decide which course of action is best for your small business after thoroughly discussing your case with a qualified attorney. Thank you.
My name is Nadia Segura. I am the Directing Attorney of the Small Business Development Project at BetSedec Legal Services. Today, I will share with you the services and resources that we provide through the Small Business Development Project at BetSedec. I will also discuss some of the top legal considerations we share with small business owners and entrepreneurs to build a strong legal foundation and expand their businesses. I think these topics are essential for small businesses as one of the main challenges many owners and entrepreneurs face is the lack of knowledge about available resources and in general, where to start as they develop their business. We at BetSedec are here to provide information and help business owners make the process easier. Understanding legal considerations is essential as it enables small businesses to operate within the law, avoid costly disputes, protect their assets, and create a strong foundation for success. Navigating legal compliance effectively fosters credibility with customers, employees, and stakeholders. BETSEDEC Small Business Development Program invests in underserved entrepreneurs to nurture talent, develop innovators, and empower those who wish to build a better future in underserved communities. Launched in 2016, our program provides extensive legal assistance to low to moderate income entrepreneurs and small business owners in Los Angeles County. The program combines legal guides, workshops, advice, and counsel clinics, and ongoing legal representation to address small business owners' needs. By providing legal services, disseminating accessible legal trainings and educational materials, and supporting policy advocacy work, BETSEDEC Small Business Development Program strengthens the legal infrastructure available to low-income entrepreneurs and helps narrow the racial wealth gap and foster economic opportunities for small business owners in LA County. BETSEDEC Small Business Development Project partners with the County and City of Los Angeles, pro bono attorneys, business community groups, and economic development organizations to provide resources to small business owners and entrepreneurs. BETSEDEC Small Business Development Project deploys the following resources to the small business community in Los Angeles County. Legal guides. Please visit our website to access legal guides relevant to small businesses. We have resources detailing information related to legal compliance available in more than 4 languages, from how to ensure your business complies with the American Disabilities Act to a guide tailored to the needs of immigrant-owned businesses. Legal workshops and small business legal academies. Please visit our calendar to register for our upcoming legal workshops and small business legal academies. Our legal academies are like legal boot camps for entrepreneurs, with business owners attending 1-hour courses designed to sharpen their legal IQ around different topics relevant to small businesses. This is followed by the opportunity to meet one-on-one with experts for consultations where attorneys determine the business legal needs and, when appropriate, provide advice and counsel on various legal topics. BETSEDEC vast pro bono network assists in presenting at legal academies and providing legal representation to small businesses. Each year, BETSEDEC has well over 1,000 volunteers who donate close to 40,000 hours. Direct legal representation. Small businesses seeking counsel for transactional legal issues may contact BETSEDEC for assistance. Assistance can include drafting and reviewing contracts, business structure, and entity formation, drafting and reviewing commercial leases, negotiating with landlords, employment law advice, covering issues such as hiring and termination, wage and hour rules, employee safety, and paid leave, and other transactional matters like help with registering a trademark and other intellectual property assistance. Policy advocacy. BETSEDEC Small Business Development Program also plays an important role in shaping relevant policies and legislation that impacts small businesses in Los Angeles and California. In 2024, BETSEDEC acted as a co-sponsor of the California Commercial Tenant Protection Act, SB 1103, which California Governor Gavin Newsom signed into state law in September 2024. This law offers the nation's fierce commercial tenant protections aimed at safeguarding the smallest businesses and nonprofits in California from displacement. You can contact BETSEDEC's Small Business Development Project by visiting lalegalhelp.org or calling 866-375-9511. We offer services in different languages. We are now going to discuss the top legal considerations we share with small business owners and entrepreneurs. They are divided into 6 main areas: entity formation, licensing, employment law, contracts, commercial leasing, intellectual property protection. The first recommendation we give our clients when they come to the small business program with questions regarding entity formation is to have a business plan. Maintaining a business entity in California can be expensive and involves compliance with different regulations. Before embarking on this journey, small business owners should have a clear path for where their business is going and a clear picture of their business financial situation. At BetSedec, we have partnerships with the LA City Business Source Centers and other organizations that can help small business owners to create a business plan. Please reach out to us so we can connect you. Once an entrepreneur has a business plan, they can choose from several business entities. Each type has distinct legal, tax, and operational implications. The choice of business entity influences personal liability exposure and tax obligations. For example, LLCs and corporations typically provide limited liability protection, while sole proprietors are personally liable for business debts. Tax treatment also varies, impacting the overall profit distribution. Each type of entity has its pros and cons. It is recommended that you reach out to an attorney or us at BetSedec to help you decide what might be the best structure for your business. Watch BetSedec Entity Formation educational video to learn more about entity structures available for small businesses in California. The next big area of consideration for small businesses is licensing. Small businesses in California may require different licenses and permits depending on their industry, including business operating licenses, health permits, sales tax permits, and specialized permits, for example, for food, service, or construction. Researching local requirements is crucial. We recommend that you visit calgold.ca.gov. This website assists you in finding appropriate permit information for your business and provide contact information for the various agencies that administer and issue permits. Operating without the required licenses can result in fines, penalties, business closure, and reputational damage. Non-compliance may also create challenges in obtaining future permits or licenses. Renewal frequency for business licenses in California varies by jurisdiction and type of license. Many business licenses must be renewed annually, while others may have longer terms. It is essential to keep track of renewal deadlines to maintain compliance. For over 50 years, BetSedec has set the standard for innovation and excellence in poverty law. In that tradition, BetSedec established the Employment Rights Project in 1999. Through its Employment Rights Project and a Small Business Development Project, BetSedec seeks to enforce labor standards in the workplace by assisting low-wage workers with individual representation and by supporting small business owners, equipping them with essential tools and resources to foster fair and ethical employment practices. We aim to create just work environments for all by narrowing the gap between employees and employers. Small businesses must comply with several key employment laws, including anti-discrimination laws, wage and hour laws, workplace safety regulations, and workers' compensation requirements. Compliance is critical to avoid legal disputes and to create a safe environment for employees in the workplace. A proper classification of employees and independent contractors is one of the most critical areas of employment law for small businesses. To ensure proper classification, businesses should understand employee versus independent contractor status criteria outlined by the IRS and California law. The ABC test summarizes these criteria. Under the ABC test, a worker is considered an employee and not an independent contractor unless the employer satisfies all three of the following conditions. The worker is free from control and direction of the employer in connection with the performance of the work, both under the contract for the performance of the work and in fact. The worker performs work that is outside the usual course of the employer business, and the worker is normally engaged in an independently established trade, occupation, or business of the same nature as that involved in the work performed. Consulting attorneys can help clarify the application of this test based on job duties and control. Contact Betsedec to learn more about the ABC test. The primary consideration for small businesses regarding contracts is that even though some contracts don't need to be in writing to be valid, we recommend that business owners keep everything in writing. For example, if a small business owner has a call with a supplier changing the location of a delivery, we recommend following up the conversation with an email or even a text message, including the day and the time of the call, the points discussed, and the agreed new delivery location. So if an issue arises in the future, that email can serve as evidence of the conversation. For small businesses in California, keeping contracts and transactions in writing is essential to ensure enforceability and protect their interests. Verbal agreements can lead to misunderstandings, miscommunication, and disputes, which can be challenging to resolve without tangible evidence. Written agreements provide a clear record of the terms agreed upon by all parties, making it easier to reference specific obligations and expectations. This clarity not only helps to prevent conflicts, but also establish a legal framework within which the business can operate with confidence. Maintaining records in writing also helps in the small business overall management and organization. It provides a reference point for future transactions and negotiations, creating an efficient workflow. Having all agreements documented can increase accountability, as each party can be held responsible for their commitments. In a never-changing business environment where relationships and agreements may shift, having contracts in writing helps small business owners navigate complexities with confidence, safeguarding their rights and fostering trust with clients, vendors, and partners. The next big area of law for small businesses to consider is commercial leasing. Even though many commercial tenants may have experience with leases related to their apartments or houses, the first important note is that commercial leases are very different compared to residential leases. In commercial tenancies, the most important document is the commercial lease, as there are not many protections for commercial tenants under California law. When entering into a commercial lease agreement, small businesses in California must carefully consider several key factors to ensure they choose a space that aligns with their operational needs and financial strategies. One of the most critical considerations is the lease term, which outlines how long the business is committed to occupy a space. A shorter lease may provide flexibility, but it could also result in higher rent and less negotiating power. On the other hand, a longer lease can offer stability and potentially lower rates, but it also obligates the business to that space for an extended period. Understanding how the lease length aligns with the business growth plans is essential. Another crucial element for small businesses to consider regarding lease agreements is the rent structure. Commercial leases may involve not just a base rent, but also different additional costs, such as property taxes, maintenance, insurance, and utilities, often referred to as triple net leases. It's vital for small business owners to clarify what expenses are included in the rent and what obligations they will have during the lease term. Small business owners must also pay close attention to the terms related to the right to modify or terminate the lease. Knowing the options for renewing the lease or terminating it early can be crucial, especially as a business evolves. By addressing these considerations upfront, small businesses can secure a commercial lease that supports their growth and success. The final topic regarding commercial leasing for small businesses in California is the Commercial Tenant Protection Act, also known as SB 1103. Betsedec worked closely with other community partners to advocate for this legislation. The Commercial Tenant Protection Act was enacted in California to provide much-needed safeguards for commercial tenants facing challenges. Please check out our commercial leasing video to learn more about this legislation. The final area of law for small businesses to consider is intellectual property. As small businesses start, they should do the appropriate research for their business name or logo to ensure that they are available. We recommend that small business owners search the internet, social media platforms, and the United States Patents and Trademark Office to make sure their business name and logo are not being used by someone else. Intellectual property search and protection are crucial for small businesses in California, as they help safeguard unique ideas, products, and branding that can define a business identity and competitive edge. In a state renowned for innovation and creativity, protecting intellectual property, such as trademarks, copyrights, and patents, ensures that business can capitalize on their original concepts without the fear of infringement or theft. Furthermore, having a strong IP protections can increase a business market value, attract investors, and foster partnerships, ultimately contributing to long-term growth and success in a competitive marketplace. By protecting their IP, small businesses can build a solid foundation for their brand and innovations while maintaining their unique position in the industry. We invite you to watch our intellectual property video to learn more about IP considerations for small businesses. Understanding and navigating various legal considerations, including entity formation, licensing, employment law, contracts, commercial leasing, and intellectual property protection, is critical for small businesses in California. This ensures compliance and lays a solid foundation for future growth and success. BETSEDEC, a small business development project, is excited to introduce this series of educational legal videos designed for small businesses in California. These informative resources aim to provide entrepreneurs with essential knowledge about navigating the complex legal landscape, ensuring compliance, and protecting their businesses. We would like to extend our gratitude to the City of Los Angeles Economic and Workforce Development Department for making this project possible. Their support underscores the importance of empowering small businesses with the tools they need to thrive and succeed in today's competitive environment. Contact BETSEDEC's Small Business Development Project by visiting lalegalhelp.org or calling 866-375-9511. We offer services in different languages. Thank you for watching.